What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Silver Ranch here, back for an important video today, as I kind of have a big topic that I'm going to be talking about today. And it's something that's really starting to bug me, because if you're wondering, well, you've probably read the title of the video and saw the thumbnail already. This is talking about the issue of Openai now essentially stealing artwork and animation styles that have been prevalent with a lot of our lives. I mean, this started meaning a lot to me because one of my favorite movies to this day is a legendarily good movie. It's called Howl's Moving Castle. And it's something that means a lot to me. It's a Studio Ghibli film. And there's so much detail and attention and love put into that production that we have essentially become lazy, and it's starting to legitimately piss me off at this point, because there's no excuse for this. There's none. There is zero excuse for why this is starting to happen other than cash and greed. So a lot of this is stemming around about a few days ago. Openai put essentially a Studio Ghibli filter, which people have now gone and started taking memes, and I'll be showing pictures here throughout it. And if you think I'm going to be crediting anyone who generated those memes, no, y'all can collectively go fuck yourselves who use that filter and take that artwork and post it online. Y'all can collectively go suck a dick. Like, you all are worthless pieces of garbage. I don't care if I lose a sub or two based on that statement. I don't. Because you know what? I will never support anyone who goes out and makes AIR. I just never have, and I never will. It started with NFTs, and it's just kind of spiraled into that, in my opinion. It started with pieces of shit that made NFTs, and it's kind of gone even further down the realm of, like, this lazy ass, non-excusable type behavior. And I find it funny that OpenAI started doing this, because at the time they're getting sued by the New York Times currently, or if they haven't yet, they're about to get a lawsuit thrown their way, because the New York Times claimed that they stole hundreds of thousands of stories and fed the information into ChatGPT's search engine to help with prompt engineering, essentially. And a judge in New York ruled in favor for it, for the New York Times to sue them. Supposedly, and this is something I'm going to quote here, like I said, I have points here that I'm going to kind of just bounce off of, because I really don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'll try and be as honest as possible. But one thing they said from OpenAI, this was from some representative, which, funny enough, they don't fucking state their name. We added a refusal which triggers when a user attempts to generate an image in the style of a living artist. Let me tell you this. That's a load of bullshit. What I'm going to show you right now is an image here. And if you're wondering, well, Nick, what is this? I generated this through ChatGPT. And I don't understand fully how this works, is the other issue. I don't fully know how people put the image in and got the result back. From what I've heard, it's a result of needing the plus, which essentially means you have to pay money so you could steal from other creators and then make your own money off of it. Man, like all the jokes I've seen of Pokemon scalpers buying up en masse like 5 or 6 prismatic boxes and then selling them for 50 to 100% the market price. Maybe some days people do need to get their ass beat at some point, because this is starting to become a joke at this point. Because this is a load of bullshit. And I'll show the image again. Like, this is a load of shit, what they said. I could still go on and generate an image. And this was a base thing. I said surprise me. I said surprise me in the prompt. I didn't give any specific details. And they generated the image. And this is now starting to drive me insane, because you know what? There's so many people from older generations who try to scream to people like me, because I'm a Gen Z person. You know, people our age don't want to work and yada, yada, yada. Everybody just wants to be lazy and have the world handed to them on a silver platter. Well, let me tell you here, because I'm working on a bunch of stuff. I work on podcasts. I make music. I edit videos. I make content for school and for, I work and do academic marketing. I work for a TV station at Duquesne. I do all these things. And seeing people just take work, and something like Studio Ghibli's artwork is so well crafted, so hard to do, and that's what made them so well known, because it's an art form. Making art that is beautiful is an art form. And a bunch of lazy, talentless pieces of shit are taking that and making profit off of it, or getting attention off of it. I'm trying to see it, but yeah, I can't find. There was one image. It was just off of a person. It was just from a person, and it went viral because they got like 37 million views on Twitter based on that, and based on a piece of artwork. Again, here's what I'll say to that, because like I said, kind of want to draw a line in the sand here. I don't want people doxing people, harassing them, sending death threats, all those things. Don't do that from my channel, and don't do that in general, because it's just disgusting behavior. But what I will say is, you know what? You want to call it garbage slop like everyone else on the internet? No, you have full free reign to, and you should. You should make people like that feel miserable, because they take hard work that people do in making memes, making music, making art, making animation, and steal it. It's stealing. It's stealing in the most simple sense. And sooner or later, you're going to get cases of copyright starting to come through. Studio Ghibli currently declined to comment on the situation. I really don't understand why on that case, but that's one thing that's just bothering me. And what drives me crazy is there's two real reasons I think people are doing this. Laziness. And that's what really drives me insane. Because if I remember correctly, and I'm going to pull up YouTube right now to kind of back up my point here. 5 months ago, PewDiePie drew every day for 365 days. Now I get it, he's rich, he has all the money again, never have to work again, all these things, yada yada yada. I get it. But he took so much time to do that. And this is something that drives me insane. And I don't know if it's just he had a raw talent before, or if he did, or if he just practiced a bunch until he got good at it. Here's one of the biggest things that drove me kind of insane. If you really want to get better at something, you actually put the time in to do it. There's a phrase, when you do something for 10,000 hours, you become a master of it. Most people don't even want to put in 5 hours. So they would rather just go take it off the internet and make a quick buck off of it. Because AI is allowing this. And if you become a prompt engineer, you get even more money based on those ideas. And you just saw, I did the most basic thing of just surprised me with a Studio Ghibli filtered image to see if they could still give it out to people who have the account for free. I don't pay money on ChatGPT. And they did. They are so full of shit on what they say here. Because they are fully here just to take people's artwork. And we're already starting to see cases now where companies and people are just using AI instead of doing real work. I mean, you can't tell me, I'm sorry, I'm going to make a ballsy claim here. Go watch that garbage-ass movie of Snow White, the live-action one, and tell me stuff like the doors and some of the scenery was not AI generated. I would tell you, you're so full of shit. And more importantly, Coca-Cola, this is the real one I can prove. Coca-Cola came under went under complete fire because on Christmas time this year, they released a Christmas commercial. And you all remember how great the Coca-Cola Christmas commercials are. I can't show it for obvious reasons if I will get copyrighted, but it's so fake. There's so much AI generated. And then the speaker from Coca-Cola himself came out and admitted that they used AI for that. I saw it via NBC, and I think that's what I'll probably try to quote here. But, I mean, we now have big-time companies who are now, like I said, I'm not saying Disney did, but I'm going to make that claim because I refuse to believe that it looks that bad and it's not AI generated, especially with Disney, because you can essentially hire any artist you want in the world who would work for Disney. Sorry, I do believe that. And that's what's starting to frustrate me. AI and automation are starting to put people out of work. You're starting to put people out of jobs. You're starting to screw over people's lives who work their butts off to get to where they're at, who slave away for months and weeks and months at a time to put together beautiful artwork and animation and just so much creativity. And that's what really burns me the most with AI. Because here's the other part that is why people are doing this: money. Greed. It's always greed when it comes down to it. A lot of people make some of the worst and most heartless, gutless decisions based on the bottom dollar, because that's all people care about sometimes, and it's really sickening to my stomach because people don't want to pay artists for commissions, so they rather get others. I have this tweet and I saved it, and I'm so glad I saved it, from a Pokemon artist I look at every now and then, and she essentially said nobody is paying you for dog shit AI commissions. And I'm like, you know what? Fair. Fucking preach. Because this isn't acceptable. I know I've swore a lot this video, folks, and I'm sorry. Y'all usually don't see me get this uptight and wound up. But when it's all said and done, I watch an account on TikTok. They're called the Animation Guild. A lot of these people, it's not even like they want better conditions. They just want their jobs safe from AI taking it. Because this is starting to happen. This is a real case that is starting to happen. AI is starting to take artists' jobs. Fuck all of this at this point, because it's like we now have a case of ethics that are starting to be crossed, where social media is doing nothing to regulate. That social media and AI are doing essentially nothing to regulate taking people's jobs. And it's not as much social media as it is AI, but AI has now crossed that line. And they are affecting people's lives. They're taking people's jobs. They're ruining people's lives. And if companies don't want to start being willing to mandate it, then we as the people need to start doing this. We as the people got to start standing up and believing that. And if you want to call me, I want to say all that's like ivory tower bullshit and all that stuff, I don't care. I really don't. Because you know what? You'll never see me support people like that, because I've gotten art from people before. And you know what? Just knowing that I gave someone money to do something and make something for me, whether if it was something I made on Fiverr, or if it was something I got made on Fiverr, or something I just asked a friend to make, I pay people who actually make art, because I know they'll take their heart and soul and put something in that'll make me happy, just like they would anyone else. And I feel like that's where we ultimately are as it's more than just an American issue. This is a worldwide issue with AI. But it's just a laziness issue at this point. Everybody wants this quick, easy solution, this quick way to make extra money, this quick way to get attention and popularity online. And I'm quite frankly sick of it. I've done things slow and the right way as long as I could. And you know what? I don't care if that sounds facetious or whatever. I care about doing things the right way. I don't care if I don't ever get big. I don't care if I get to 1,000 and then I plateau and flatline after that. I don't. Because what I'm proud of is knowing that I make content for you guys and I work my butt off for it. Whether if it's just a lot of reactions, or if I do some music, or if I do gaming, I care about doing that sort of stuff. And I care about talking about this stuff to you guys because it means a lot to me. So, kind of final thoughts on the matter is that I think Openai is full of crap. I think they're not going to do anything until they actively get a lawsuit thrown their way, which I think is coming with the New York Times. And who knows if Studio Ghibli decides to go after them, which I feel like they might. And I preach a lot about how much especially, and again, something that means a lot to me, more than just like Studio Ghibli. I think about all the music reactions I do, and all the people who make AMVs. And I know that is one of the hardest things ever to do. People take so much time and so much effort and so much love and so much passion and put it into that project. And I think it's a disgrace to people who just now want to use AI to avoid having to pay extra people. I really think it's slimy, it's disgusting, and until the government or until people stand up and start doing something, they're just going to get away with it. They're just going to keep taking people's jobs, their livelihoods, their love, their passion, suck it up into a void and throw it out, never to be seen again. Sorry for the passionate and long-winded rant. So, if you enjoyed this video, please share it around. I want people to know the truth on this stuff. It means a lot to me. So you enjoy it and you want me to talk about other things on this channel, please leave support by dropping a like, commenting for more, subscribing to become part of the Ranch Nation while turning on that bell for notifications so you don't miss out on commentary, music, ranch reactions, gaming, my podcast, Nerds on the Mic, or anything else that I leave or I put on this channel, because all the love and support y'all leave means the world to me. So with that out of the way, I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend, and I'm out of here. Peace.